Student murdered on a New Haven street 16 years later. Investigators still working to find new leads in a cold case mystery. Hi, everybody. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Darren Kramer.
And I'm Ann Craig. The brutal murder of that Yale student, Suzanne Joven, has stumped New Haven police for a decade and a half. And tonight, on the 16th anniversary of her murder, investigators made a move to try to stir up some new leads. News 8's Josh Scheinblum live tonight in New Haven at the scene of that crime. Josh?
We're here in the area where Joven was discovered very shortly after anyways, and we are told by investigators that even though 16 years has passed, they are still working hard to bring her killer to justice. Near the intersection of Edge Hill and East Rock Roads in New Haven, authorities investigate the scene where a Yale student named Suzanne Joven was murdered. It was 16 years ago to the day when she was stabbed 17 times. The person who committed the crime has eluded police ever since this video was shot, but now there is a renewed effort to bring any potential witnesses out of the shadows so they can solve this cold case once and for all.
We tried to get the word out that we were looking to solicit information.
Kevin Kane is the chief state's attorney. Thursday evening at Wilbur Cross High School, blocks away from where Joven was attacked. He led a public forum to discuss the latest on what he knows about the killing and to answer questions people had about the case.
We're interested in trying to find people who may remember seeing people walking or talking or arguing or getting in or out of cars, or saw cars leaving the area, to give us any bits and pieces of circumstantial evidence.
Cameras weren't allowed inside the forum as it was going on. The reason for that, organizers say, is because they wanted the atmosphere to be as comfortable as possible. That way, if there was anyone who knew anything, they would come forward. Questionnaires were handed out in the hopes those who didn't step forward would write what they may know down on paper. But many stopped by because they're simply fascinated with the case itself.
Well, I was obsessed with this whole case since day one.
We are kind of, I guess, a little bit skeptical about how much they have and if they'll be able to work with enough information to solve it, but I guess we remain pretty open and hopeful that they will.
If there's anyone out there who thinks that they might know something that police may not already know at this time, we place some important information on our website at WTNH.com that will give you instructions on what you can do to help alert authorities. For now, we're live in New Haven. Josh Scheinblum, News 8.